What pisses you off about Americans?
The lack of intelligence.
What do you mean the lack of intelligence?
Like, they don't know their geography. Geography?
When they mean geography, they mean like identifying flags for some reason. That's their whole shtick. I doubt she could name 10 rivers in South America. So we're going to go ahead and try to identify the flags of the world. I know almost all of them, and we're going to talk about some of the symbols that are on the flags and the meanings behind them. The first one is America. This is the Canadian flag that they've been using since 1965. The first few dozen flags are identifiable to most people. This one's China. Now this obviously is the UK, one of the most famous flags in the world. You see this flag quite a bit in other countries' flags. Here it is in Australia's flag. Now this star constellation is the southern constellation. You're going to see that a few times in country flags as well. So if you're stuck on a country and you don't know the flag and it has that southern constellation, you know it's in the southern hemisphere. This one is France. Just recently, they changed their color back to a darker blue. They had this lighter blue to try to match the blues of the European Union. This next one is Italy. You see this flag all over the United States. The flag you don't see a lot is Hungary. An easy way to remember Hungary's flag is that it's Italy on its side. Which country is known for food? Italy. You go to Italy when you are hungry. I don't know, I think it's funny. I had a teacher tell me that in second grade, and I've always remembered Hungary's flag because of that. Here's another well-known one. This one is Russia. Green, white, and orange. This is Ireland's flag. You see this flag all over the northeast United States. It's easily confused with the Ivory Coast, which is orange, white, and green. Ireland's flag backwards. Here's Japan. Everybody knows Japan's flag. Same thing with Brazil, which has that southern constellation along with other constellations. But everybody knows Brazil's flag. You don't need that as a clue. This one is South Korea, and it has a lot of meaning behind it. The top left corner means sky. The top right means water. The bottom right means earth. And the bottom left means fire. This one is the Netherlands. Most red, white, and blue countries are in Europe. This one is Sweden. The Nordic countries are all the same, you just have to remember which colors belong to who. This one is Greece. Here's another Nordic country, Finland. This one is Norway's. It's basically Denmark's flag with another layer. This one is Germany when they're well behaved. This one is Israel. I'm just gonna go ahead and not say anything. This one is Switzerland. This one is Spain. Their flag stands out from the rest of the European countries and has the only use of pink that I'm aware of. This is the Turkish flag. This crescent moon is in a lot of Muslim countries' flags. This one's Denmark's. This is the OG Nordic flag. Favorite item. How the hell am I getting a pop-up in the middle of the game? This one is India. That symbol in the middle is called a Shoka Chakra. I'm not sure if I said that right. This one here is Belgium. I don't know why, but I'm slightly intimidated by countries that use black in their flag. Hey, this one's Mexico. The symbol in the middle is an eagle eating a snake on a cactus, which is a foundation myth of the Aztec Empire. Pretty cool stuff if you ask me. One of my favorite flags. Here's a very well-known flag and a fun one to draw for kids, South Africa. Here is Jamaica, or as they call it, Jamaica. Anybody who watches the Olympics, especially the 100 and 200 meter dash, knows this flag. This is the country we always go up against. And here's Iceland. Anybody who watches the World's Strongest Man competition knows this country's flag. This next one is Argentina. In the middle is the Sun of May. The Sun of May is used in the Argentinian flag and the Uruguayan flag. It's been a symbol in their art and on currency for centuries in Southern America. Here's Poland. The easy way to remember the red and white flags is the upside-down Pokeball is Poland. The right-side-up Pokeball is either Monaco or Indonesia. This one's easy. It has the shape of the country right on it. This is Cyprus. This next one is an easily recognizable one, Saudi Arabia. Albania's flag's one of my favorites. The red is just brutal. And that double-headed eagle is a traditional symbol for Albanians. This one is Georgia. It's just England's flag with more crosses. This one is Nepal. Easy to remember, it's the only non-squared or rectangled flag. See, the star flags always trip me up, but the larger stars are easier. This one's Vietnam. This one is Bangladesh. This one is Bulgaria. The only thing that I use to remember this one is the white on top. It used to be the Soviet Union. Russia's flag now has white on top, so doesn't Bulgaria. And here's Hungary, sideways Italy. There's that crescent moon again. This one is Pakistan. This one I knew as a little kid only because it looks a lot like New England's flag. This one is Lebanon. This one is the Vatican City's flag. It's square like Switzerland's. The keys represent the keys to the kingdom of heaven, given to St. Peter by Jesus. The gold key on the right represents spiritual power, while the silver key on the left represents worldly power. The red cord connecting the keys represents the bond between the two powers. The tiara is a symbol of sovereignty and was traditionally worn by the Pope. Okay, so this one messed me up for a second, but this one is Austria. This isn't the flag they normally use. Their flag is normally just red and white. I only got it on a guess because Austria's real flag is on the chest of the eagle right there. This is the Egyptian flag. That eagle in the middle is the Eagle of Saladin. The writing in the symbol says the Arab Republic of Egypt. This one is Kenya, another very well-known flag, one of the most popular. It might be a hot take, but North Korea actually has a pretty cool flag. Like, it looks like it could be a US state flag. Here is the Southern Constellation once again. This is the flag of New Zealand. Very, very close to Australia's flag. Australia's flag has white stars. There's the Son of May once again, so this must be Uruguay. This one is Croatia's flag. It's basically the Netherlands with a giant symbol in the middle of it. My Balkan friends would never forgive me if I got one of their flags wrong. This is North Macedonia. This is Iran's flag. Could you imagine trying to draw this flag? Like all this little design on the bottom and top? Kosovo mention! Thank you, USA. You are my best friend. And here's that Muslim symbol once again. This is Malaysia. Probably the most popular flag in the world. This is Bhutan. Probably best known for its flag. Like, the use of the orange and the yellow is awesome. Alright, so this one is either Monaco or Indonesia, but it's the Pokeball that I was talking about. They're like Chad and Romania. It's the same exact flag. If you saw this flag a lot growing up, you're unk. This is Iraq. This one is also a squared flag. A very, very small country, Malta. Here's Portugal, and I think it stands out like Spain from the rest of the European flags. It's probably the fact that it's half green. Here's that symbol once again. This country is Algeria. A lot of people confuse this one with Pakistan. This one is Chile. It looks like the good old state of Texas. Mm-hmm. This one reminds me of the Filipino flag, Czechia, or the Czech Republic. Okay, so these ones confused me for a while, but there's two that look like Russia, one with a big shield, one with a small. To say Slovakia, you have to open your mouth, so that's big. The big shield is Slovakia. Slovenia is the same exact thing, just a small shield that's blue. Here's a moon symbol again. This one is often confused with Turkey. This one is Tunisia. Three that often get confused with each other is Venezuela, Colombia, and Ecuador. The one with the stars in the blue is Venezuela. This one's a very unique flag, and again, I can't get this wrong for my Balkan friends. This is Bosnia and Herzegovina. This one is Cuba. I really, really like this flag. I like the blue and the black. This one is Estonia. A lot of people know this flag who know maritime law. Most merchant ships flying Panama's flag belong to foreign owners wishing to avoid the stricter marine regulations imposed by their own countries. And they have an open registry. It's much easier to register there. Blue, yellow, and red, this is the first of the Romania or Chad. I just put Romania. Oh, okay, we got an obby. Damn it, alright, I gotta get out of first person mode here. This one is Serbia. I see this flag a lot in athletics and when compiling data. This is Barbados. This one is very well known in the United States, the Dominican Republic. Oh, shit. I do know this is like a tiny country. It's just which one? And like, I could see it on a map. It's near Italy. Keep wanting to say Saint Marino, but it's San Marino. This one is Singapore. They also have a Pledge of Allegiance, but they don't do it as often as we do it. See, that's that little shield, big shield thing that I was talking about. This one is Slovenia. This flag was in the news basically every day about 10 years ago. This is Syria. For me, like the final frontier of memorizing the world's flags were the ones with the stars in the middle. A lot of them are in Africa. The three I always get mixed up are Senegal, Ghana, and Cameroon. So I know Ghana has a black star. Myanmar has like a really, really big star. So this one's either going to be Cameroon or Senegal. I'm gonna go with Cameroon. See, now that I got it, it's like Yellow Star Cameroon, Yellow Star Cameroon, Yellow Star Cameroon. This one's easy, this one's Kazakhstan. Here's a Pokeball, Monaco or Indonesia. So I'm gonna go with Monaco. I think the game would make it so you would be right both times. Same thing with Chad and Romania. Rah! Philippines mention. The blue is on the top during peace. The red is on top during war. This flag is in the news quite a bit today. Ukraine. So this one is Peru, but the seal is not typically in the middle. It's usually just red and white, like Austria. This one is Thailand. It kind of looks like a US state flag. Colombia's flag is Venezuela's flag without the stars or seal. As a kid, I would always get Cambodia and Mongolia's flags mixed up, so I had to basically train myself, this is Cambodia. This giant building in the middle of the flag is Angkor Wat, a 12th century Cambodian temple. Luxembourg's flag looks like toothpaste. Luxembourg is actually so small that we have farms in the United States that are larger than their entire country. This one is Nigeria. I see this flag a lot in my comment sections. This one has a really cool distinctive blue on the top. Azerbaijan. This flag is one of the easiest to draw. Morocco. So there's two flags with zigzags like this. This one is Qatar. Think of a cookie cutter. The one with the small cuts is Qatar. The one with the big cuts is Bahrain. So it's another silly little riddle you can use. Use your Bahrain and think of a Qatar. probably the coolest flag in the world. This one is Sri Lanka. This lion represents the Sinhalese people. We're seeing this flag quite a bit in the news in the US. This is Taiwan. This one is Oman. This is one of the lesser known flags. You don't hear about them in the news that often. Oh my god, I got it wrong. The Europeans will never, ever let me live this down. I doubt they know. I genuinely have no idea. I'm gonna have to go ahead and Google this. Yeah, don't even think about laughing, buddy. You saw nothing. Oh, I think he's sleeping. Oh, okay. This one is Madagascar. I have never once seen this flag before, and I was like 85% sure it was Oman. This one reminds me of India's. This one is Niger, and I hope I don't get kicked out of the server for typing that. It censored it, though. Censoring the name of a country is wild. See, there's that southern constellation again. This one is Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is one intense country. You have to be an intense country to have red and black in your flag. Ah, yes. Here's an easy one, a very close ally to the US. The United Arab Emirates. This is the smaller bad guy in Europe, Belarus. The end there looks like a little carpet. Nope, I have no idea. It's a country in the South Pacific, a very tiny one. My guess is Tuvalu. There's a bunch of them down there with the Union Jack. There's a bunch of them with a bunch of little designs. I know it's a Southern Pacific nation. There's like Kiribati, Tuvalu, Tonga. It's definitely not Tonga. Palau. No, it's not Tuvalu. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this one. I haven't used the skip yet. This one got me. But once I look it up, I will never ever forget it. I know what part of the world it's from though. It's a very... Okay, this one's big. The Democratic Republic of the Congo. This one is Seychelles. There's 3 countries in Africa that have very, very colorful flags: Mauritius, Comoros, and Seychelles. This one is Somalia. This is one of the Istans. Istan means land of. So Kazakhstan, land of the Kazakhs. Uzbekistan, land of the Uzbeks. This flag is Uzbekistan. This one is Angola, a very intense flag. A lot of people know this one because it's actually at the very beginning of the list of flags, and it is the first one that pops out. The African flags are the coolest. This country has a new name. Its new name is Eswatini. Up until 2018, it was known as Swaziland. I don't know why, but this one was hard for me to remember. The South American ones largely are easy to identify, except for this one. This one is Honduras. There's a lot of flags that look like this. Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, Sudan, Palestine, Jordan. This one is Jordan. It has the star. It's one of the only flags that look like this that has a symbol in this triangle. This one is backwards Ireland, or as I said earlier, Ivory Coast. Okay, so this flag is Latvia, but the red should be much, much darker. It should be almost a maroon color. Ah, yes, everyone should know which flag this is. This country's constitution was written in the United States. This is Liberia. So I'm going to do the rest in part 2. We probably have about 70 or 80 to go, but there's another game that we're going to play now, and that is Guess the Flags or Perish. It's pretty easy. They show a flag, you have multiple choice, you have to get it as soon as possible. Your blocks will move up if you get the answer correctly and quickly. Malta. It's pretty easy when there's multiple choice. Papua New Guinea. It helps that we're nice and warmed up by playing that other game first. Kosovo mentioned, but it's Syria. Portugal. See, if Slovakia and Slovenia are both multiple choice, it might actually take somebody a second. Jordan. A tough one would have been like Jordan, Palestine, Kuwait, and Sudan. They all look exactly the same. Germany. Germany. It wouldn't click Germany. I definitely hit it first. Barack Obama. South Korea. Incorrect. There is a difference between the European Union and Europe. Norway and the United Kingdom are in Europe, not in the EU. This game is incorrect. This one is Palestine. Look at you guys way down there. Hey, the weather's cold up here. See, this is Latvia, like I was saying, much darker red. Sideways Italy. Italy has good food, you go there when you're hungry. Oh, there's Sri Lanka again. We were just talking about them. The United States of America. And of course, I would be the first one to get it. Oh, here's one we haven't seen yet. Greenland. This is Fiji. We're going to cover Fiji in part 2. I really like their flag. It's a wrap. None of them are coming back from this. Oh, look at that. You can see all the little Bloxcast enjoyers joining in and on that number 1 podium down there, watching me slay. Paraguay. Basically the Netherlands with a little seal in the middle. Ah, there's Cameroon again. Once you get the African countries down, the rest of the world is actually pretty easy. Support TikTok CEO, send it to him, Singaporean. Remember, Russia with the big shield, Slovakia. Will you two perish already? Oh, that guy's toes are burning. It's gonna be over soon, boys. Is it warm down there by the lava? Huh, I guess I'll never know. This one's Cyprus. You were chest deep in lava. How are you alive? Azerbaijan. Oh, he gone now. And this is Iraq. Sorry, bro. Well, this was a lot of fun and a good way to sharpen our flag knowledge. There's still plenty more flags to cover, and I'll try to find some more games that we can enjoy.